This is who I'm talking
Right.
to. This is Artificial DM. So
Oh,
today,
are you recording?
yeah, I just clicked it right now. All right, so we're gonna. This is our opening.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Crow's Perk. I am not Jacob Crow.
Perfect. I love it. Welcome. How do you do it? I gotta copy you now. Oh wait, I probably gotta do my thing, huh? So I fly in, I go first, and then I go. Hello everybody, it's the Artificial DM, and welcome to the. So anyway,
generally I welcome everybody, and then I don't know why I do it. I never actually introduce myself. I just go, welcome, hey everyone, hey everybody, and welcome to the Artificial DM. And
I love that.
I don't know.
I mean,
It's
it kind
what
of
came
works.
to mind. It works. It could be a lot better.
I mean, hey, get a little pizzazz in there, fly in there like Den of the Drake, just explode or something. What would an artificial DM look like coming in? Are you like an artificial construct or?
Visualize it as one of those choose your own adventure stories. flip the pages and point. I don't even know.
If you choose cringe, turn to page 2.
That's perfect.
But DM, this book only has 2 pages.
Yes. I understand that I gave you a pamphlet. It's over. Very good.
But anyway, we were recording a video.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Ooh, so I was thinking, because I used to love watching Sorrow TV, Soot House, and all that, to go down memory hill here, memory lane, whatever it's called, and go down the top RPG horror story posts of all time. r/RPG horror stories. Top all time. Times your DM made you cry.
I once had a mastiff. The character found it as a pup and raised it. I decided to name him Al. I had Al for well over 2 years. Had many adventures in various parties over this time.
I also like that it's a talking dog that's telling this story, but go on. Good picture.
I didn't even notice that.
Wait,
The DM.
Don't let me distract you.
Is this from Oblivion?
No, the dogs aren't that detailed.
It looks very like Fallout or something. Like like the courier. Just package for you.
A package for you,
only.
Yeah, before he gets dunked on by a giant running through. I mean, that's how they deliver their packages, right?
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
So the DM, although hesitant at first, allowed Al to be in the game. Over the course of the campaign, the DM started showing disdain for Al. He would consistently complain that Al was OP due to him having a natural natural
Is your nose acting up?
Yeah.
Is it your natural tracking ability?
Yeah, I keep my tracking ability in my core chest.
Oh.
That way, and all the trees
Mhm.
are breeding.
Oh, it's a breath. You have natural breath tracking.
Right, but only for breeding plants. You take me, you slap me into a wild environment, I'll be able to tell you, yes, somebody has corn planted that way.
You fucking corn senses?
Well,
Artificial DM, are you telling me that you have the sixth sense to determine the growth of corn?
I'll tell you what, I can detect it, and then I can take myself a look at your ears of corn, and then I'll be able to determine how high it will be by 4th of July.
I love this. This is perfect.
Go ahead, switch off.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'll
take over. I'll take over. He would consistently complain that Al was OP, due to him having a natural tracking ability, and was able to sense anything dangerous nearby. He would consistently give Al disadvantage on any perception check, and would target Al in multiple encounters. Anytime I asked him if anything was wrong, the DM would just say no. Then after one session, the DM told me that Al had disappeared and that I had to track him down, using his natural corn tracking ability. The corn will guide me to him. After
Oh man, now I'm just picturing like a corn related druid or something.
corn druid,
I
circle of the corn. Oh, crop circles.
make him an illithid
Yes.
and a circle of the corn druid.
Keep going. Keep going.
Aliens, illithids,
Oh.
mind flayers.
You got the
You know what?
nautiloid ship flying in the air, drawing out circle of the corn druid crop circles.
Yeah, and his ship crashed and now he's stranded. He's got to find parts to fix his ship so that way he can go
That's
back
why he
to
became a
space
druid.
Jesus. Space Jesus.
Yeah. I love it.
There we go. Character ideas.
Be sure to write that down. Anybody who gets to hear this part of the story, assuming it doesn't get clipped, please. Illithid corn druid. Write that down.
After a few investigation checks, I discover he was taken by goblin. We set out to find Al and bring him back. Tracked the goblins back to a cave in the middle of the woods. On entering the cave, DM told me what I saw, and what he told me made my heart.
DM. As you enter the cave, you notice a group of goblins sitting around a fire. They look to be eating. Upon further inspection, you find Al. He's cooked and half eaten upon a spit above the fire. Oh god.
On hearing this, the table went silent. After a few seconds, I began to tear up. DM groaned and asked why I was crying.
Yeah, you little bitch. I just cooked up your fucking dog. what you
That
got,
explained. No, what's funny, we were just talking about Fallout and stuff, and
Yeah.
what's the dog's name in
huh?
Fallout?
Oh, no.
It's called
No.
Dog Meat.
Dog meat, no. No.
I then explain how I named Al after my in-real-life Mastiff who passed away a month after I acquired my in-game Mastiff companion. How I kept Al as my companion in order to honor his memory.
Aw.
I then got up from the table, grabbed my stuff, and left. And never returned to that group. Oh!
No, I feel
that
like a
pic-
dick now.
That
I feel like
pic
a
is
dick.
Al.
It is Al.
Me too.
He wasn't a good boy. He was the best. There you go,
Yeah.
Al. You just died for our content.
How?
That's good, right? I think that's...
What the hell? Oh my gosh. I feel like a massive dick.
My friend keeps trying to play D&D, but his DM makes him start at level 1 despite the group being way ahead of that, and literally roll his stats so every session he starts a new character with a random stat of like 4 and simply dies. Could you imagine you start a new campaign? It's like, oh, we're gonna do Rime of the Frost Maiden. Everybody else is like level 3, and then you drop in with like stats of like 4 or 5. You're like this emaciated baby man that has like... Hey
I
guys!
once fought in the war against ice giants, but then they said I had to go fight them again for the king. Ah!
He just gets fucking love tapped by a giant. Oh, he's the
Yeah.
delivery guy. He gets tapped by the giant and he launches in the air and then he delivers a note.
Oh,
It's the
gosh.
courier.
All right. I gotta just pause and say we gotta do this again.
Yes, we do.
We spat out my drink.
Oh god.
Family D&D night ends in shambles. My stepdad spent about a week making this world, only for it to be ruined by the murder hobo, which is my brother, and my, honestly didn't seem interested, mom. He later sent me his heartbreaking message. Well, that's probably my last venture into D&D. I worked really hard trying to make it fun for everyone, and everyone leaves the table mad, upset, and irritated. It hurts. I feel like I just spent a lot of time to ruin everyone's day.
Oh, it isn't your fault, DM. I enjoyed the world building you did. If bro wasn't murder hobery, then I wouldn't leave upset at least. If it weren't for the party, I would have come for the next session. This is kind of sad. Like, I'm kind of heartbroken reading about that. Ugh. So you spent a week making it, and then his brother, and then what was it? Didn't seem interested mom. So the mom and the brother were just like complete dickheads and just ruined the game.
Right.
That's so fucked up. That's something I see from people all the time that are so scared to like show their like homebrew worlds and stuff like that to their friends and other people like that, just because they're worried that
Right.
something like this might happen. You know what I mean?
Especially when you work so hard on something that you want to share with the people that you love, and turns to...
Because there's like something like vulnerable, especially about showing world building. There's something really vulnerable about showing that kind of like what you're working on. To see it kind of taken in that way, it's just Yeah, it's upsetting. So I'm playing an evil character who just aligned himself with the BBEG. I know in about 2 sessions I'll have to fight the party. I'm torn between going all out and trying to kick their asses, knowing with half-decent rolls I could kill a couple characters in a single turn, and holding back. I know most of them don't have a lot of experience with the game, but we've been playing this campaign since October, and the DM has warned that the last 2 fights the training wheels will be off. Have y'all ever been in a situation like this? How'd it go?
If your party is fairly new to D&D, it just sounds like it would kind of ruin the fun of or for them while building up your fun.
Dang.
That's pretty. 400 answers.
Oh, he got ratioed. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh. I'll say this. I love playing evil characters. I have never had a single game where I have ever aligned with BBG as an evil character.
Right. Because you can have evil. You could even have character that aligns with the BBG. But the whole point and your whole mission of playing the entire game is opposing the BBE. Intentionally planning from the start that, haha, I'm gonna totally dick over my friends.
Yeah, see, that's what's fucked up.
Yeah.
There's a massive difference between aligning yourself with the positions of the BBG and understanding why they're doing things, and planning out from the very beginning that, haha, I'm gonna backstab my party.
Yeah.
Massive difference. As seen by
Quick note.
400 answers.
Yeah. Just on the original post, I didn't want to turn my character into a seductress. So I just roleplayed her as being awkward while doing it.
First D&D campaign ever, playing a bard because I'm a music nerd IRL. You're the only girl. Seduce that NPC for information.
Oh,
I
that
hate
face,
this.
though.
I hate this so much. I hate this. I'm sorry. Women can kick ass too. So all my girl bosses out there, you don't have to seduce the NPC for information, okay? You can punch them in the balls. You can do that instead. That also works.
Yes.
Also, just because you're a woman doesn't mean you're attractive, so just saying, like, not everyone could seduce. You gotta play with the strengths you rolled up, you know?
Like cold water directly to the burn. Why is it that a humanoid, doesn't matter what race, seduce? For humanoids, why does it always work?
You know, it's
Why
because
would it always work?
Humans have a special racial that isn't written in the character sheet. You know what it is? It's the ability to fuck anything.
Peter Quill is an example of that.
Yes. Why are all the halves only half human?
Actually, I saw art the other day that was really neat. It was half tiefling, half dragonborn. It was cool art,
Ooh,
but
that's cool.
would be apprehensive to allow it at the table due to figuring out what would be a fair way to balance that. So,
Huh. I mean, in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, they actually have Tiefling as a template, like as a sub-race. And you can throw it onto anybody.
okay, that's cool. That
pretty badass.
actually makes sense.
Yeah, that way you can even have a Tiefling dwarf. You could have a Tiefling elf. You could have like a Tiefling anything. It's pretty awesome. I'm gonna read this one.
See, Mama was a succubus. My daddy was a lonely coal miner. Now I got this big old beard, these big old horns, and my big old.
Wait, what was that? A dwarf accent? What was that?
I don't even know. It doesn't matter.
I'm a dwarf, you hear?
Doesn't
Y'all want to come
matter if
around
it's
these
a dwarf or
parts?
not.
I'll show you down into the diggy hole I done dug up.
I'm
He's gonna play like
diggy
smooth
your hole.
jazz down there, like.
Fun to joke about. It's funny to joke about. Please do not put something like this in your campaign. Any D&D 5e game through Messenger, I will join. I am never busy. Also, I require being able to use my homebrew items.
Yes, like my +7 sword, my +20 gauntlets of inappropriate touching. I need my, what was that? What was that one? I think, I forget if you shared it or if Crispy did. It was like...
Yeah, it was, gauntlets of, perverted touch or something like that.
Yeah.
Where once worn, they are bound, they're cursed into the wearer, and it just makes them automatically try to grope and fondle people.
What the fuck? Yeah, I need this for my Grimdark game. My
It's my
fondle-
character.
It's for my
It's
story.
my character. He fondles women.
It's in his backstory. It's why he became a rogue.
You see, the gloves made him grab onto the king's buttocks. Then the king was pissed. He had to explain to him, well, you see, I thought you were queen.
Yeah, that makes it better. And he's like, oh, then please go on.
Oh no.
Take those hands wherever you may, young hedge knight.
Have you ever heard that tale about that jester? That's an actual thing that happened with a real court jester. Slapped the king's ass as a joke. And the king got pissed and said, demand for you to tell me why you did this. And he was just like, alright, you were the queen.
What a savage.
Gets better. The king was pissed. He threw him in jail. Later on, king pulled him out. He was gonna murder the dude. Gonna let you, court jester, is the way that you die. And so he pondered it for a moment and then was just like, old age. And the king was so flustered and was just like, oh. Let him. Really smart guy, and really the true bard that we should all strive to be when playing a bard.
Rest in peace, Triboulet. I hope you died of old age.
I hope so too. So you know, somebody's got those cursed gloves on, and oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were someone else.
It was awful. Are we trying to find ways to make these gloves work without them being just gross? Like, are we trying to just make a gag out of it instead? Maybe that'd be the way to do it. You know, you gotta turn that guy's tools against them.
I would make it acceptable. One, it wasn't prejudiced to
just women.
Rap.
Yes, it'd have to be everybody.
Just everybody. And then second, I would make it where instead of it being forever cursed, it would make it where the wearer puts it on. In order to dispel the curse, you must grab somebody else's ass, not the wearer. The wearer can't grope themselves and then get out of it.
Yeah.
They gotta be able to grab somebody else's ass. Doesn't matter if it's a player, NPC. But then the gloves relinquish their power and then they can slip them off or something.
Yeah, like the gloves are like, I didn't do that. Like,
yeah.
That was all him, bro.
It's still
you fucking creep. Look at this guy.
It's still bad. It's still really not acceptable.
Oh no, not at all. No, this does not make it anywhere near acceptable. A Jedi must be trained from a young age. Run campaign for adult friends. They make joke characters, murder and derail everything. Have to tell them multiple times that no, they cannot rope the king's daughter. Run campaign for 15-year-old nephew and his friends. They're mature, roleplay well, ask insightful questions, and carefully plan every move. Have the moral compass of fucking Judge Dredd. Yeah, is this supposed to be someone said in the first comment, is this supposed to be a positive or a negative?
Right.
Please, sir, we're some hungry orc orphans. After our parents died, we've been mistreated by the humans. We only sow the bread to survive. Punishment for theft is losing a hand, kids.
Thanks for clearing out those orcish street urchin, brave adventurer.
The legal code of King Ralph states the maintenance of beggars and orphans, regardless of race, is required by a head tax of a copper coin on every free man in a county or town. After consulting the government ledgers, this law has not been enforced in 30 years. I am therefore levying 30 coppers from every free man.
Wait, what? Get out!
Failure to obey a lawful command is punishable by death.
Why are you to enforce the law?
I am the law.
Oh yeah, the one with the voice chat. Yeah. That's a big sad.
World's smallest violin playing. God, what was that?
Small violin, you know?
Yeah, the small violin from hell. Is this what I'm giving my soul for? I love that fucking thing with Zflocco, where it's like, yeah, I sold my soul for a heavy crossbow.
Actually, it'd be really cool to make a Warlock subclass that choose a couple of bard spells. Intentionally, their Warlock Blast is cast by using like a golden fiddle or something like that they obtain from hell somehow. But
I like that.
Like
a bardish kind of warlock. Packed to the flute.
Totally see it. To the flute. There we go. We have come up with 2 brand new subclasses. There's,
and a new magic
Circle
item.
of the Corn. Yeah, the Circle of the Corn Druid. We improve the groping hands.
If you're gonna play in this group, the old timers are gonna want to blow a few loads down your throat, my friend. Is that cool?
What? No, 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 no.
No. No.
So
Why?
my main campaign, every single player is a woman, are women, and it's interesting because they themselves bring up the weird like flirting with NPCs or flirting amongst themselves because some of them are playing guy characters and others are playing girls.
Uh.
It's all joking.
Mhm.
You can tell it's all joking. That doesn't sound like a joke.
No, that is the
That
furthest thing from a
sounds
joke.
Not sure if this fits, but me talking to a player that couldn't make it to a session. DM is a good friend. Okay, I'm going to go over something that happened last game, and you tell me if it's fair. We're in stone hallway in a dungeon. I have a stick. I swing the stick in front of me to trigger any wire traps and pressure plate. DM says there's none. I step forward, immediately trigger a foot lever wire that shot me with an arrow. His defense. Well, you checked the squares. You didn't check the lines between the square in front of you.
I want to take that DM and put him in front of the lines between the square in front of him and watch that arrow shoot him.
Right, and you have to reward players for thinking outside of the box and overcoming their hurdles. This player, they thought outside of the box, they overcame that hurdle. Is it annoying as a DM? Absolutely, you know? There have been times in my own games, I'll have an encounter, and I think it's going to go this way, and I'm looking forward to the players stumbling upon the encounter, and then they're just like, that looks dangerous. Turns around and goes a completely different way.
And you're like, wait, come back!
No!
There's treasure in here! I put a I put a +1 sword in here. Come back.
There's nothing you can do about it. You have to be able to let your players live another day.
Yeah.
And try to think better.
When the group's asleep, I sneak away. I contact my patron.
I ask what he's doing. I never went to sleep. I grab my warlock friend and bring him back to the group.
Elves, you know, they don't sleep at all. They never rest.
No, never. 4 hours, bro. I can run on 4 hours. How come your dainty little D&D little party guys, you know, they need their 8 hours of sleep, they need their nappies, they need their walkies, or else they can't go out and fight. Meanwhile, the Chad elf, he needs 4 hours, he's on his coffee again, and he's just back to it, you know?
And,
what is this abomination?
Oh,
As a
dear.
level 8, I have 425 hit points. What? And 90 temporary? He didn't even, like, he kind of crossed it out. It looks almost like 9,000. What the hell? How did he... Look, he knows what hit dice are. He wrote 8d10, and he came up with a roll of 8d10, 335 plus 90 temporary hit points.
Oh my gosh.
With the here, I'm gonna punch this in real quick. What's 8d10 plus 8, which is his con mod apparently. 8 times, so 8 plus 8, that's 64. I'm doing my calculate. 115 is my average roll. 115. That is not even close. Wait, what?
Wait,
oh
what is this?
Read his con save. Tell me, how does 3 plus 8 equal 14? How?
What is this, dragon in his attack section? Dragon? Once per short rest or half day multi-attack?
And he wrote the stats for it. No, he had DC 22 on the save. That's an adult. That's an ancient. That's an ancient red dragon.
You know, Den of the Drake, just sitting here in my pocket.
Yeah, we got Den of the Drake on speed dial every short rest.
Short rest? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Short rest,
what?
Short rest.
Swings by with his horde of cringe and just one-shots the enemy.
Hold up, his race is literally dragon human. Maybe he's able to transform into said dragon. And that's why his stats are...
Drake.
Oh, this is just Den of the Drake.
This is just Den of the Drake. This is just him. He's right here. Alright, never mind then. The stats look just fine.
Alrighty, everybody. This has been a very fun time. Jacob, thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for coming on. Thank you for being a part of this. And Yeah, it's been great hanging out with you, man.
Great. It's been fun. It's been ridiculous.
Definitely.
We've seen some wonderful nonsense.
Some pretty wonderful stuff, some pretty good stuff.
If you're not already subscribed to this channel, please do so. And aside from that, if you want to see more of these, let us know. Let us know if there's anything in particular that you want us to read.
Yeah.
Rather like this. This has been really fun.
Green text, anything like that, I mean, hey, I'd be down. And if you haven't already subscribed to Artificial DM's channel, be sure to subscribe. He makes videos of RPG horror stories every single week. So if you're a burb, come fly on down, show him your support, boost up his vid count, help the analytics out.
Well, everybody, that's going to do it for today.
Wait, at the same time, we'll count to 3. 1.
Wait. I basically gave your intro.
Oh, it's true.
Why don't you just close it out?
Okay. All right. As I said before, it was wonderful having you on, and I'll see you guys next time as the crow flies.